So hello there everyone and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for a second episode of FIFA 18 career mode here in 2025. Now if you don't know what this series is all about, it is called career mode in the future, where basically we sim forward into seasons in the future to see what the world of football is like on FIFA 18. And right now we're in 2025 and so much has changed. I've already done a first episode of this, so if you want to check that out, there'll be an annotation at the top right of the screen and you guys can go and check that one out. It is absolutely mental. Arsenal got relegated in it and we get to see Lionel Messi's regen and he's available for free, and that's just two of the amazing things in that video. There'll be plenty more in today's video of just crazy stuff and crazy transfers, all sorts of stuff like that, and the actual annotation to the playlist will also be on the top right of the screen. If you're going to enjoy this particular video though, make sure to slap a like on it and of course subscribe if you are new to the channel. But let's get into today's video and take a look at some of the league tables that I didn't show you in the first one of these. And we're carrying on with the EFL vibe for now. As you saw the Premier League and you saw the Championship, here is League One. Portsmouth, Barnsley and Walsall, the top three, but only Portsmouth and Barnsley, I think it was, going up automatically into the Championship. League 2 looks like this. Shrewsbury, Crewe Alexandra and Chesterfield automatically promoted there, with Cambridge finishing just behind. They go into the playoffs. Over in Holland, or the Netherlands, sorry, Feyenoord won the league by 2 points over PSV, Ajax only finishing third despite having a lot of good youngsters at the start of the career mode save. You'll notice that when we get a little bit later on in this video, they've lost quite a lot of those players. And moving on to Portugal as well, Porto winning the league once again, this time only 1 point over Sporting, and then Benfica in third ahead of Braga and Vitória Guimarães. Scotland is a lot closer than it was at the start of this career mode save, only 2 points covering Celtic and Rangers. Celtic winning the league on 69 points ahead of Rangers on 67, then Aberdeen, Motherwell and St Johnstone. Now here is where things get really, really interesting. Real Madrid have won La Liga ahead of Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Malaga and interestingly Girona finishing in 5th place, which is very interesting to see. However, down at the bottom, Sevilla have been relegated. Sevilla. This is just as bad as Arsenal getting relegated from the Premier League last time. Sevilla have been relegated from the Spanish La Liga, and what makes things even funnier is that along with Barça B and Las Palmas, Sevilla Atletico have been promoted to La Liga. So the Sevilla A team has been relegated to the second tier of Spanish football, and the Sevilla B team has just been promoted to the first tier of Spanish football in the same season. They've literally swapped, so the B team is in a higher division than the A team. It's amazing. Combined with the fact that it's Sevilla getting relegated, they're such a good team as well, and they've been relegated, and their B team is now higher up the Spanish ranks than them. It's just hilarious. It's just absolutely hilarious. That's what's going on over in Spain right now. Moving on to some of the players, you'll have seen Andreas Christensen is now 89 rated and playing for Manchester City in the Premier League. Meanwhile, Swedish wonder kid Alexander Isak has now joined Bordeaux. He's 25 years of age, 84 or 85 rated, I can't quite remember, but he's left Borussia Dortmund. Much like this man here, Mahmoud Dahoud, who's now joined Liverpool in this save, 87 rated, looking very good indeed, and really at the peak of his powers. Same for this man here, Kasper Dolberg, who's now 27 years of age, would you believe, in this save. From Napoli, the Dane is 88 overall, striker and cam. He's moved obviously from Ajax to Napoli, and someone else who's made a very interesting move is this man here, the Welshman, Ben Woodburn, who has clearly left Liverpool. Clearly he wasn't getting the game time that he wanted, and he now plays for Bologna of all teams over in Italy. He's in the same league as this man here, Paulo De Barros, who's 93 rated, but still playing for Juventus. Fair play to him. A lot of the players that you'll see in this video have moved team, but Paulo De Barros, since joining from, I think, was it Palermo in real life, has stayed with Juventus over the course of the 8 seasons we've had so far in this save. Same for Dele Alli as well here, 90 rated, 29 years of age. He's played his whole prime at Tottenham Hotspur, so fair play, not moving around. Leeroy Saleh is also still at Manchester City. He's 91 rated now. Look at some of his, like, a summary of attributes there. Absolutely insane. 3-star weak for 3-star skill moves, high attacking work rate, just looks like a dream of a player. Lautaro Martinez, last time you saw him, he was playing for Bournemouth. We noticed that they'd lost him. He's actually signed for Paris Saint-Germain, I believe, to replace Karim Benzema, who had, after joining from Real Madrid, retired in this time in the save. So Benzema's retired now, and he's been replaced by Lautaro Martinez, who left Bournemouth, who had a very good team, to go to PSG. The Englishman Jaden Sancho is another man on the move. He's left Borussia Dortmund, 85 overall, and he's gone to Celtic over in Scotland, which is a very interesting move. I hope for his sake in terms of playing against, I don't know, better opposition, he does move to a different team. We'll have to wait and see. Here is Ronaldo Ronaldo's regen, playing for Deportivo, and he's got 1-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot. He's been done dirty on his information. He also had low attacking and defensive work rate. He might be a very high overall, but his actual player information is horrendous. He'd be awful to play with. You could also see Neymar there for a second. He's at the peak of his powers was 94 overall. He started to decline though to 88. Still a very good player though, of course, playing for PSG. And finally, Gabi Jesus, or Jesus, I've been told it's pronounced not Jesus, is still playing for Man City and he's 92 rated. Now looking at some of the teams, feel free to pause on some of these as we go along, but we can see PSG in the background who have signed Callegri, Lukaku, Semedo, Karsdorp, Coman, a lot of players coming in there. We've got Bournemouth who finished 4th in the Premier League in this season, and here is the team they did it with. It's not that amazing. The midfield is pretty good. They had Harry Winks there, Renato Sanchez and Yuri Medeiros, but still you wouldn't necessarily expect them to finish 4th. Liverpool have signed Icardi, Iñaki Williams, Vasiliko and Dominique Hertz in this save, as well as Grimaldo and also Aymeric Laporte, so they've got a very good side. Here is United. Hasn't changed too much because it's the team that I'm actually using to carry out this save, so that's why not much has changed with them, but you can see the ratings there. Spurs have still got Kane and Ali up front. They've also brought in Kurt Zouma and Cucurella at left back, still got the likes of Aurier and a couple of others in that side. Watford did very well in the league, and you can see why. The likes of Matip, Lejeune, Arrizabalaga, Doucouré, Chalobah, Kapustka, Will Hughes. They've also got Kai Havertz, who wasn't on that screen. He's 88 rated, so Watford have built a really good side. As of Monaco, 5-star rated, Balde, Diao, Keita and Mbappe up front, along with the likes of Fabinho and others still playing in the side. This is the Lyon team, though, that beat them in the French league. Joris Nanon, Kieran Tierney, Corentin Michelon, Nicholas Stark also coming into that side. They were all in the sort of high 80s or mid 80s, so some good signings there. Bayern's team is as follows: Anthony Martial, Castillejo, How Cancelo have all joined for them. Dortmund's team is in the background as well. Not too much in changes here. In terms of changes, sorry, I think that's Rico Henry at left back, who's another Englishman. I remember bringing this up last episode, that Dortmund have signed a lot of English players in this save, and that seems to have continued. Here is Leipzig's team, Kalichi Iheanacho up front for them. They've also brought in Suso and Lucas Torreira, and finally Schalke have built up a pretty decent side as well. Ramadan Sobi, Issa Diop, both into the side, and then Bentaleb and Goretzka also with pretty high ratings. Taking a look though at some of the other teams in a slightly bit more detail now in terms of the players they've actually got playing for them. You can see Bayern Munich is the first one. Sergi Rico, Toby Alderweireld and Cesar Azpilicueta have all joined, although Alderweireld and Azpi are certainly on the decline now, being 36 and 35 years of age respectively. 85 rated Portuguese right back there, How Cancelo has joined the team. You can see Diego Reyes as well. The Mexican centre-back is 87 rated, would you believe? He has joined them. Jesus Vallejo has joined as well. You can see Ludovic Blas there has come in from Guingamp. He's 84. Lewis Cook as well, in from Bournemouth, is now signed for Bayern Munich, along with Samu Castillejo, who I think has joined from Villarreal, if I'm not mistaken. Serge Gnabry in the side, Isco as well has joined from Real Madrid, as is João Mario coming in from Internacional. So some big names are signed for Bayern in this save, not of course forgetting Anthony Martial, who's 90 rated. Moving on to the forwards, after seeing Corentin Tolisso there at 89, you can see they haven't really signed too many. In fact, their striking options aren't that great, apart from this kid here, Tom Vitek, who's a regen. Don't know who he's a regen of. He might actually be a pre-gen of Thomas Muller, to be fair, hence he's playing for the same team, and he's 85 rated. They also had Daniel Podence there as well. Here is Lyon's side though. They won the league in this 2025 season, and you can see they had a very good goalkeeper there in Anthony Lopez. Also Joris Nanon, Elzid Hysaj has come in as well from Napoli, I believe, and Florent Hadjianai is their backup right back, as well as Corentin Michelin, who's 83. You've got Nicholas Stark there at 85. Kieran Tierney's come in from Celtic, 85 rated. He's really in his peak, is the Scotsman. Hussam Aouar there as well, decent rating, same for Sergi Dar there. Decent side overall is this Lyon team. The likes of Jordan Ferry, Clement Grenier and Nabil Fekir, who have all come through the Lyon Academy, all still playing for the side. Same for Lucas Touzard, who of course is 87 rated. Memphis Depay and Justin Kluivert are some of the forwards at the club, along with Lucas, the Brazilian, Alexander Mitrovic, Nathan, Amath Ndiaye Didiu, and Edward Nkita. It was a very interesting name, because didn't he just score a brace on his debut for Arsenal? When I was recording this, I didn't even clock that that had happened. So clearly those Carabao Cup goals have shot him to fame in the game as well, not just in real life. But now moving on to the final team we're going to take a look at in this video, and it is Liverpool, who we haven't seen so far. One interesting thing actually, obviously we've seen Loris Karius there, Grimaldo, very good player so far in this save. Nathaniel Klein, back in 2020, had just signed for Real Madrid via Leicester City, so he'd been to two clubs since leaving Liverpool, and he's now back at Liverpool in 2025. It's something that I've noticed quite a lot actually in career mode this year, doing this series, is that players seem to sign for their former teams quite regularly. It happened a couple of times in the 2020 part, it's happened again here. You can see the rest of the side though, I've obviously talked through a lot of the side already, having seen it earlier, but you can see Mario Götze has also joined Liverpool. Adam Lallana there is only 66 rated, he's really declining. I think he's retiring at the end of the 2025 season. Aaron Ramsey has also joined Liverpool, but you can see Thomas Lemar, he'd actually joined back in 2020. He's still at Liverpool and very much in the peak of his powers at 91 overall. In terms of forwards, pretty stacked here as well are Liverpool. Mauro Icardi, Sadio Mane, though he is on the decline a little bit there. Danny Ings and Iñaki Williams as well, who's 31 years of age. He's 85 rated. So Liverpool's team, very, very decent indeed. Some very interesting signings there as well. One that really just was great, in my opinion, was the Nathaniel Clyne one, because he went travelling, in essence, and then came back to Liverpool to end his career, which I think is very, very nice and very sweet indeed. But that basically brings to an end today's episode, really, of career mode in the future and career mode in 2025. If there's any other stuff that you want to see in the next episode, which may well be the third and final one as far as 2025 is concerned, then do drop it in the comment section. That includes teams, transfers, players, and also international teams as well, which I haven't covered yet. But if you want to see any specific international squads or any specific domestic teams, then make sure to drop them in the comment section below, and I will include them in the next one, which might be a little bit longer just because there's quite a lot of stuff still that I haven't sort of discussed, and I want to try and get it into 3 episodes if possible. But if there's too much, then I'll obviously do a 4th, and you'll have even more stuff to enjoy in terms of videos. But if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure to slap a like on it and subscribe if you are new to the channel. You can also now follow me on social media. My Twitter handle is @theofficialfng. Links to that are in the description and it is on the screen right now. And my Instagram handle is exactly the same, @theofficialfng over there. And once again, a link is down below for that. But it has been an absolute pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourselves. And goodbye.
Yo, Massappeals.
I roll out with some monsters. Looks like your team and you watchers. I do not roll with imposters. Sound like the man in the Oscars. I'm drunk off Henny and Fosters. I have a career, I am jobless. This bitch f me so hard, I might just end up unconscious. I like girls in lingerie, especially if it is crotchless. Bitch, I am the bigger picture. There is no way you can crop us.